Good morning, student of class 5. How are you? I hope you all are fine. So, student, in my previous video, I explained you different form of energy and what are the sources of this energy. After that, we are discussing the keywords of the chapter. First one, force. I have already explained you. So, in my today video, from second one, what is work, I explain you. Now please take your rough copy and one pen, and at the time of watching video, if you are unable to understand in anything, please note down and you can ask that thing in online doubt session. So student, in my today video we will discuss the keywords. First I have already discussed in my previous video. Now let's start with second one, that is work. So what is work? When we apply a force to move an object and the object move, then it is said the work has been done. Okay, when we apply force to move an object and it is said that work is being performed. So let one time more, let's see. See student, when we apply a force to move an object and the object move, then what we say, it is said that work is being performed. And with a very simple example I explain you say this thing. For example, you pull a chair to sit, so what's happened? Is work performed or not? You pull the chair and after that, student, you sit on that chair. It means that work is being performed. So student, when we push or pull any object and the object move, it means the work is performed. I have already explained it in very detail to you. For example, you are applying your whole force to the wall, but the wall is not moving. So in that case, is any work being performed? No. So in that case, no work has been performed. Okay, for example, these examples are given in your book also. You are pushing a big cupboard, so you are pushing the bed in your house and you are unable to push cupboard or bed of your house, then what's happened? What we say? We say that no work is being performed. So when we apply a force to an object and with that force the object move, then work is being performed. And student, when we are applying the force but the object, we are unable to move the object, it means in that case no work is being performed. That is the definition of a work. So student, now Let's discuss third point, energy. Energy is the ability to do work. What is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. See student, even we need energy to perform different types of work in our day-to-day life. And student, from where we are getting this energy? We are getting this energy from the food, the food which we are eating. See student, our body is also like a machine, but it is a living machine. Is it clear? For example, all the machines work when we put fuel in them. In the same manner, student, our body is also a machine, but it is a living machine. And as a human being, we do lot of work in our day-to-day life. Is it clear? So, for doing all these work, we also need some energy so that we can perform different activities. So this energy, student, we are getting from the food which we are eating. Food give us energy to perform different types of a activity. Is it clear? Same manner, student, there are many things, or you can say there are many non-living things which also need energy. Okay, they also need energy. So for example, here you see this is a electric bulb. This is a electric bulb, and how this bulb is working? Because with the help of a electricity. How the fan start moving, how the machines, there are different machines, how they work, they also need some energy. So see here, this is a bulb and it use the electric energy. Is it clear? So that is a reason, student, we say that energy is the ability to do work. Even we need food to perform different types of activity. In the same manner, there are many things which are not living like us, but they also need energy to do work. For example, in the case of this valve, it work by using the electrical energy. Is it clear? See, in this picture, what we are doing? With the help of a heat energy, we are cooking food. With the help of a heat energy, we are cooking food. So, and student, from where we are getting this heat energy? We are getting this heat energy from the coal, petrol, kerosene, or you can say LPG gas also, liquefied petroleum gas, and even the sunlight, even the light of the sun. Is it clear, student? So what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work, and whether, and both, if we divides the things, into two categories, living or non-living things. So there are many different objects are there which also work with the help of a energy. So just see in this picture, can your mother cook food without heat energy? No, your mother cannot cook food without heat energy. And this heat energy we are getting from the coal, whether from the LPG gas, whether from petrol, kerosene, and even the sunlight. In that case, we also do cooking with the sunlight, and that energy is known as solar energy. That energy is known as solar energy. See in this picture, we are using the energy of a wind, and what we are producing, student? Electricity. So, and with this electricity, many electrical appliances work. For example, fan, AC, refrigerator, okay, your computer, even you charge your mobile phone with electricity. So all the things need energy, all the things need energy to do work. See, next, solar energy. Here what we are doing, we are utilizing the energy of the sun. With the sunlight, which energy we are getting? The energy which we are getting, that is solar energy. Next, see here, hydro energy. This is energy we are getting from the water. We are getting from the water, and we use it to produce electricity, and we use it to produce electricity. So student, energy is the ability to do work. It means that every object needs energy. For example, as a human beings, we get energy from the food which we are eating, and there are many things around us which also work with different forms of a energy, with different forms of a energy. From the water we are getting hydro energy, and we are producing electricity. And you know that student, there are lot of थिंग्स इनसाइड आवर हाउस. हमारे घर में बहुत सी ऐसी चीज़ें होती हैं बेटा जो किससे फंक्शन करती हैं? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से फंक्शन करती हैं. इज इट क्लियर? सो आई होप एनर्जी यू ऑल आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड वाई वी नीड एनर्जी. हमें एनर्जी की जरूरत क्यों होती है? इज इट क्लियर? Thermal energy, energy produced by coal to generate electricity. So the energy which we are producing by burning the coal, that is known as thermal energy. In the same manner, student, your car, your vehicles, buses, how they can work? You can drive them only when you put the fuel in them, like petrol or diesel. Otherwise these machine will not work. You are understanding what I am saying? If you put petrol or diesel in this vehicle, then only they can work. Without this they can't work. So energy is ability to do work. With this energy we are able to do work. We eat food, and from the food we are getting the energy to perform different types of a work. And I have already explained you different types of energies also, and what are the sources of this energy. ठीक है, मैंने ऑलरेडी आप लोग को एक्सप्लेन किया है कि डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ एनर्जी क्या है और उनकी सोर्सेस क्या है, वो एनर्जी हमें कहाँ से मिलती है. इज इट क्लियर? So energy we have discussed. Now next, fourth one is a friction. Friction is the force, student, that oppose the motion of an object. See, what does it mean? See, if any object is in motion, अगर किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट में मूवमेंट हो रही है, so what's happen? The force which stop that object, that is your frictional force, because friction is the force that oppose the motion of an object. With many simple example I explain you. When I explain you the topic, just take a very simple example. You hit the ball in the ground, ball start moving, and after covering some distance the ball come in rest position. It means the ball stop moving. How this is possible? ऐसा कैसे हो जाता है स्टूडेंट? व्हाट इज द रीजन फॉर दैट? रीजन फॉर इज दैट इज द व्हेन टू ऑब्जेक्ट, द जो ऑब्जेक्ट आपस में कांटेक्ट में या टच में आते हैं, तो ये फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स अप्लाई होती है. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जांपल, यू हिट द बॉल, you apply your muscular force, and when the ball start moving, there is some force which start stopping that ball from moving. So that force is your frictional force. That is the reason after covering some distance, when the muscular force become less and friction force become more, then the ball stop. Is it clear? Ball travel some distance, and after that the ball come in rest. What is the reason? At that time, when the ball is traveling, at that time your muscular force is more, and when the ball come in rest, then what's happened? The muscular force become less, and this your frictional force become more. So student, what is friction? Friction is the force that oppose the motion of an object. And second important thing which I explain you, in the case of a friction, when it is more and when it is less. So student, if the surface is rough, if the surface is rough, then the force of friction is more. You are understanding what I am saying? And when the surface is smooth, then what's happened? The force of friction is less. Is it clear? जब surface rough होता है तो force of friction ज़्यादा होती है वहाँ, and when the surface is smooth, force of friction is less. Even I explain you this thing with the help of a example. Take two ball of same size and weight. Throw one ball in a smooth surface and one in the rough surface. What you will observe? Which ball will travel more distance? Yes? Yeah. Less. Which ball will travel more distance? Smooth surface. When the surface is smooth, at that time force of friction is less, and in a rough surface the ball will stop. Okay, it will not travel the same distance as in smooth surface. So the most important thing in the frictional force is that where the frictional force is high or less. So student, friction force is more in the case of a rough surface, and friction is less in the case of a smooth surface. Okay. And one more thing student, you can make frictional force less. We can reduce the frictional force. How we can reduce the frictional force? By स्मूथिंग द सरफेस। अगर कोई सरफेस रफ है, वहां फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन बहुत ज्यादा, चाहो तो आप उसको रिड्यूस कर सकते हो। कैसे? आप उस रफ सरफेस को अगर स्मूथ कर दोगे तो वहां फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन क्या हो जाएगी? लेस हो जाएगी। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हैव यू सीन योर बाइसाइकिल चेन? बाइसाइकिल की चेन आपने देखी है? उसमें लेस फ्रिक्शन करने के लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं? चेन में ग्रीस लगाते हैं, जिससे बहुत अच्छे से पैडल से आप मूव करो तो आपकी चेन की मूवमेंट बहुत अच्छी होती है। बाई चांस अगर आपकी चेन में अगर ग्रीस नहीं है तो व्हाट हैपन? द मूवमेंट ऑफ द चेन इज नॉट गुड। सो मेक द टू make the friction less, even we apply grease in the chain. And even in the vehicles, you know student, we put engine oil. Why? Because the piston and other machine tools which are inside that engine, when we put this engine oil, for what is the reason for that? To reduce the friction. We put all these things, student, to reduce the friction. Is it clear? So that is your frictional force. See student, when you are watching the video, please always sit with one rough copy and pen. If you have any doubt, at the same time pause there is a button by which you can stop your video, and from there you note down your doubt, and in the online doubt session you can ask. Next thing is student, things to remember. See, in EVS, after every chapter, two things are given, that is your keywords, and next is your things to remember. See student, read the chapter 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, when you give time, you read that chapter 2, 3 times. In the last, you read this point student, things to remember. If you are able to understand the chapter, then see, this is a complete summary. See, these things to remember is what? This is the complete summary of the chapter. And if you are able to, after reading 2 3 times the chapter and seeing the videos and explanation of the chapter, when you will do the reading of these keywords, and if you are able to understand all these things in this chapter, when this word comes, sir told give this explanation, for this thing the sir give this explanation, it means your all the concept of the chapters are clear. Okay, it means your all concept of the chapters are clear. For example, let's start with the first one. When an object is pushed or pulled, force is applied. Many times at the time of teaching I explained you what is force. Force is pull or push. Force is pull or push. So when an object is pushed or pulled, it means what we are doing. It means we are applying the force. For example, you pull the chair and you sit on that chair. Is it clear? So, or at the time you open the door and then you close the door. So in this case, both the actions you are performing. So when an object is pushed or pulled, then what happen? Then it means we have applied the force. It means we have applied the force. Is it clear? Now, second point, a force can stop an object, change its direction, change its shape and size, and change its speed. This is the second. See, when I explain you force, at that time, student, I explain you, if we pull or push an object, it means the force is applied. And see, these are the key points which are given. What can the force, by applying the force, what can you do? Okay, let one more time see this thing in the chapter also. See, a force can stop an object, change its direction, change its shape and size, and change its speed. See, all the things related to this is given in the headings. Okay, it can move a object. Okay, a ball at rest only move. See, it can move an object. I am underlining this, you just observe it. It means force can move an object. A ball at rest only moves when force is applied. Is it clear? Ball cannot move by its own. When you apply the force, then only the ball can move. It can stop a moving object. So in this case, I give you the example of a goalkeeper. To stop the ball, what did the goalkeeper do? Which action he performed? He pushed the ball. See, he, to stop the ball, what the goalkeeper do? A goalkeeper applies a push to stop a moving ball. See, all, it changes the speed of a moving object. Okay, you can take an example of a cricket also. If your bowler do the bowling and batsman hit it with the bat, so in this manner even he can change the speed and direction also. With the, by applying the force, we can change the speed and direction also of the object. See, it can change the direction of moving object. Just I give you one example. It can change the shape on an object. Very simple example I have given you. When I explain you, it can change the shape of an object. Just take a ball, sponge ball in your hand, and after that, for example, this is the, take a sponge ball, and then you apply force on the ball. Then what you will observe? You will observe the, you will observe shape, shape of the, shape of the ball change. बेटा आप एक स्पंज की बॉल ले लो, ठीक है, अपने हाथ में, उसके बाद फोर्स लगाओ तो स्पंज की बॉल क्या होती है? वो दब जाती है, वो हार्ड बॉल नहीं होती है। आप स्पंज की बॉल को दबाओगे तो वो दब जाएगी। तो उससे उसकी क्या है, जो ओरिजिनल शेप जो होगी, कैसी थी? वो बिल्कुल गोल बॉल थी। तुमने उसमें फोर्स लगाई, अपनी ताकत लगाई, तो उसकी शेप क्या चेंज हो गई। तो फोर्स कैन चेंज द शेप ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट। और इससे भी सिंपल एग्जांपल लेना है तो आप ये भी देख सकते हो अपनी मम्मी को किचन में चपातीस बनाते हुए, ठीक है। वो विद जो होता है चपाती बनाने वाला जो टूल होता है, उससे मम्मी उसे प्रेस करती है और इट टेक अ वेरी राउंड शेप, जिसे आप चपाती बोलते हो। तो डैट इज आल्सो ए सिंपल एग्जाम्पल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि फोर्स लगाने, रोटी को हम बेलते हैं ना, तो उसके बाद वो बिल्कुल गोल सी बड़ी सी सर्किल की तरह बन जाती है, जिसे हम चपाती बोलते हैं। तो हाउ दिस इज पॉसिबल, ये कैसे होता है बेटा? दिस इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल बाई अप्लाइंग द फोर्स, फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहे हैं तभी ये ऐसा होता है। इज इट क्लियर? थैंक यू स्टूडेंट।